Traders, Bitcoin. When this move happened here, YouTube went berserk. And apparently we were heading to the moon, and there was a lot of people pulling faces and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. You just got to be careful of the hype, you know. I mean, it went on a bit of a rally. Don't get caught up in that stuff. Bitcoin is volatile. It rallies. It, you know, I mean, it does its thing. It's not an easy trade. And it's a very volatile market. But I do my best to look at this with a level head, and here's my take. So what we do have with this is this big level under here. I looked at this on the weekly, and these orange lines show us previous weekly highs, lows, etc. And we can see on the daily we've got these lows here as well. So we've got this nested level here, this daily 4-hour accumulation level range. So this is a big level, but the thing with this is, see this low over here, there's liquidity resting under that, and that could be a potential target. So you want to be really careful at the moment. You know, does smart money look to roll this over here and attack that before we see a decent retrace? I'm looking at this from the point of view that we have this overextended move. We've got imbalances through here, and I'm thinking this is going to retrace, but, you know, when does it actually kick off, right? So this 61.8 to 786 would, for me, would be a sell zone. Once we trade back up in here, I'm looking to go short somewhere in here. So that's one idea. Counter trend trading this at the moment is very risky because we don't know if this is just going to roll over here and attack liquidity under here before we see a decent retrace. At some stage it's going to want to come back and rebalance, but when is the question. So you want to sort of have these things, keep these things in mind when you're looking at this. This could head in either direction at the moment. It's pulled back, you know, we could see further downside. It's risky business trading around here, in my opinion, especially with this imbalance and how overextended it is. So that's that. If we go down to the 4H, I'll just get rid of the fib because I know that this area up in here, see the yellow lines on my fib here, right? So this area is my point of interest. We've got this green candle in here. Let me just open that up. In here, right? So if this does trade back, expect it to do whatever it does, and it either rolls over here or it heads further north. So just be aware that it will most likely react around here. So that's another thing. I would be more inclined to look for a short up in around this level in here. So I really don't want to get involved with that in either direction, to be honest. Unless I'm scalping on a 3-minute chart, then I've got indicators and things that give me plenty of opportunities to do that. In terms of where this is heading, yeah, be aware, big level, it could reach further south, and I'm thinking it pulls back up. We'll have a look at this on the 4H. We'll just mark out these imbalances on the 4-hour and know that the market is going to look to rebalance at some stage. So you have to have these levels marked up on your chart so that you've got a bit of a roadmap. That'll do, imbalance. No, so that's one thing. And then we've got, if we copy and paste that, we've got an imbalance resting through this range here. Copy and paste. And what I mean, if you don't know what an imbalance is, for those of you who are new to trading, we've had this, see through here, we have this balance area, and by balance area I mean more or less a fairly equal number of buy and sell activity. So that's a balance. And we've also got this. This is also regarded as a, well, it's bearish, but yeah, this is a balance area as well. It doesn't have to be horizontal. There's a more or less a equal number of buy and sell to a degree. This is a key area. And then when you see a strong move like this with nothing left and right of it, that's a bearish imbalance. And we have that here. There's got thin candle, nothing left and right, bearish imbalance. Thin candle, nothing left and right, bearish imbalance. The market is looking for two things. It's looking to rebalance and it's looking for liquidity. So if you look at this from that perspective, where is their liquidity? I'm just going to mark this up. Liquidity pool. There's a ton of liquidity above and below through here in the form of stop losses. Right? You've got retail traders short galore here. So you've got liquidity resting all above here, big time, and all through here. So this is a target for smart money to rebalance and to take out liquidity. So if they're selling, They can't just, you know, they move huge amounts of funding capital. So they need this to take out these stops here before they can really tank this. Okay, so this is why I'm thinking this retraces more than anything. Anyway, that's the logic behind it. I think for me, I'm reluctant to get involved. I don't want to counter trend trade that, but I would be interested. If I see this trade back up into these levels, I would set this up here as a sell zone. This is going to be a sell zone all through there. The way that I would attack this would be, just call that my sell zone. I would layer in a small position at the bottom, like be careful, because, you know, this could call that a, by the way, guys, if you haven't already, entry sell, I would make sure you click on the link below, check out my website, join my free Telegram group. So I would set up a limit sell, possibly, if I'm not watching the charts and I want to get involved, and then I'm going to come up here and throw in another couple, something like that. And this is kind of it's not a stop loss, but it's sort of a protection thing. If this fills, well and good. If it travels further north, I have the opportunity then, if I want to close in the money here. Or I can take the risk and sit on it and see if we get that. But that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for, guys. Short position. How many times have I set up a sell limit and the market has done exactly that? Okay? I'm building accounts on this strategy. It works. Not all of these will trigger, but the ones that do, especially around these big levels here, pulling right back into something like that, they generally work out really nicely. And a 4-hour chart, I like trading off the 4-hour chart. That's my take on Bitcoin at the moment, guys. And just remember, it could head further south. It could just roll over here. But at some stage, I'm looking for the retrace. And I don't want to get involved with it down there. So that's it. Okay, guys. Again, click the links below. Hope you have a great day. Safe trading, and we'll see you in the next video.